Welcome to the 4th edition of our Business Booster. I'm really happy to see some faces last year in Berlin, today in Barcelona. When you hear the word Barcelona, many people, they start thinking about Gaudí. Others, they start thinking about the sand, the sunny weather, the beaches. And others, despite of Diego, they think about the Barça Football Club and Messi. But Barcelona is much more than that. I mean, Barcelona occupies the 4th position within the InnoEnergy hubs in Europe. Barcelona has been at the top ranking of the cities in the world that have adopted the smart cities concept. And Barcelona, in one of the latest studies, is the city in Europe where the VCs get more revenues from their investment. So for the investors that are here, that is the best way to be. So take advantage of the situation. So there is something that also, and perhaps it is not so well known, Barcelona possesses something that has been nominated the Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity by the UNESCO. These are the Castells. This kind of human towers. The origin from the 18th century is part of the tradition of this region, of this country, and this tradition has been passed from fathers, from parents, to kids, year after year. And the motivation of these people to make these marvelous human towers is to build the highest and the most beautiful one. A castell, a human tower, has 3 different parts: the base, then the trunk, where there are the floors, and then the top. Usually that is where the young kids go up. And it is really amazing how people can do it. And it is more amazing when you start thinking about the values that these human towers embody. Here we can see individual effort and teamwork. Here we can see courage, the courage to go up so high, risking, taking the risk, and also the passion shared by all these people to build these human towers. But what it is even more relevant and more interesting is the trust. The trust that these people, they have of the others, that they know that the ones that are in the base, they are going to hold, they are going to be there, they are going to support. And this has been really quite inspirational, because when I really witnessed the construction of these human towers, I thought, hey, that is also what we are doing in InnoEnergy. Of course, it is not so artistic, but that is what we are doing. We have our entrepreneurs, the young organizations, the ones that we are supporting, the ones that they have the courage, they put a lot of effort, and they have the passion to make their dreams a reality. But they know that this way, it is not a lonely journey. And then you need other actors. You need a lot of people that support doing that. And that is InnoEnergy. We put together, as Diego was mentioning before, we put together the investors, we put together the industry, the possible customers, we put together also public organizations. We put together people coming from the academia, from the research, that they are experts and they help these entrepreneurs to have a better product and to introduce disruptive technology onto the market. And besides that, we are a trusted environment. We are a trusted ecosystem. So looking at these marvelous things, this human tower says, yeah, in InnoEnergy we are doing something similar. And that is what it is happening today here in this business booster. If you look around, you will see that around you, you have some investors, you have also people coming from the industry, you have also experts and people from different spheres that they are going also to inspire us. And to inspire is really, really, really important, because the inspiration is the ones that are going to help us to dream. And if you have a dream, you can have a future. You can create a future. Okay? So talking about inspiration, the topic of this year is business model innovation. And this is a fascinating topic today, because when we started analyzing the different startups that they were coming, I remember 4 or 5 years ago that we have some cases in our opportunity assessment committee that they started looking at it, and people from the industry were saying, but where is the innovation? Where is the patent? Where is the technology? They are talking about democratizing solar energy with new financial instruments. That is not innovative. There is not a patent. So take it out. Now the scenario has changed completely. Now these companies that they were saying that they are really looking forward to meet, to find new business models. And that is not a casualty that in the last years, I see the Energy Insight report, the main worry, the main concerns, the concern number one of the utilities in Europe was new business models. So what it has changed? What it has changed in this attitude to say, okay, business model is not an innovation, the important thing is the technology, to now make this search. The thing is, paradoxically, technology innovations has been the one that has changed the traditional marketplace. If you start thinking about disruptive innovations like distributed generation, like electrical vehicle, like low-cost and mass-scale storage solutions, like smart metering devices, I mean, all this has changed the marketplace. And they have changed it because they have changed the roles of the value chains, and they have changed the role of the customer. Now we are talking about prosumer, co-producer. It is much more active. And on the other sense, what before it was an asset-based value chain, an asset-based industry, now it is becoming to be a service-based. And newcomers are entering into this game. And interestingly, I mean, utilities recognize, 2 out of 3 utilities recognize that these newcomers are coming from outside the energy industry. Now, for some of you, where is the competitors? The Googles, the mobile companies, the ICT? That's surprising. This was not happening some years ago. So the thing is that there is no one size that fits all. But what we are seeing and what we are witnessing is that there are 2 different trends in these new business models. The ones that they are fostering the interconnectivity, and the ones that they are fostering solutions, business models that have to be with putting the customer in the center, customer-centric type of business models. For instance, you have some examples of business models like the Uber type, this kind of virtual power plant, and at the same time you have business models that try to empower the customer with behind-the-meter devices so that they can manage by themselves the energy management solutions. So we are seeing many different business models today. That is part of the innovation, but it is a fascinating moment to be here. This business model innovation is not exempt of challenges. And one of the challenges is that now we need new skills, we need new talent to be working in these companies, because now the game has changed. Many of these companies, decide to develop their internal competencies. But that takes time, and that is a complicated process. So that is why, usually, business models, innovations, goes together with establishing partnerships. Partnerships with companies, with organizations, with SMEs, with startups that they have these competencies. And that is a great thing, because exactly in the Business Booster, what we are trying is to find this kind of win-to-win situation between the big corporation, the big industry, and also the innovative startups that are here, that they are adopting new business models, that they have taken the risks, and they have been encouraged to make the proof of concept in the market. So that is a great opportunity for all of us. My last slide, I will start like the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, these 2 days you have the opportunity to create one human tower, one of the highest and the most beautiful human towers. We have the ingredients, 160 innovations, people from the industry, investors, public institutions, and we are sharing the same objective, the same dream, to make this world a more sustainable world and a better place to live. Thank you very much.